Hello my lovelies and welcome to the last video in November. This is absolutely terrifying. Now you may have figured out that today is actually Tuesday that I'm uploading, and I normally also upload on a Thursday and a Saturday. However, there will not be a video this Thursday as obviously I'm doing Vidmas, and you know that's a little bit insane for me to do all of that. So today is the final video in November, and today I'm just going to show you my sort of everyday makeup look that I use, and obviously I will leave all of the products linked down below that I use and where you can buy them from. So let's just jump straight into it, and the first thing I do is moisturise, and I actually moisturise with a body butter purely because I have very dry skin on my face. And the one that I'm obsessed with at the moment is this one, and this is the Salted Caramel Body Scrub from Superdrug, and it smells like dessert. So, you know, and I just, you know, rub that all over my face, pulling some very gorgeous moisturising faces. That's my son. You can hear him shouting downstairs. Okay, so let me just get my brushes. Now that I've moisturised, I will move on to my foundation, and this is what my favourite foundation, and this is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless in the shade Deauville, and I tend to just use one pump, just because I don't like really full coverage foundation. I tend to prefer slightly lighter coverage, purely just because that's what I prefer. Obviously, if you prefer heavier coverage, then just add more. It's that simple. So I just sort of smudge it all over my face, wherever it happens to land is kind of where it ends up, really, until I blend it. So now this may look like it's actually not a great colour for me, but once it's all blended, it's actually okay. So, because it actually looks really quite orange, but at the moment, but once it blends, it's actually okay. And I always blend down my neck, just in case, you know, it isn't actually as okay as I think it is. There are days sometimes where I like put on a foundation and it will look alright, and then a little while later I'll look and it oxidized, and I've got the hated you know, orange line around my neck. So that's not really what we're looking for. But as you can see, it's actually, whilst it did look very orange, it's actually a really good match for me. And yeah, this is the sort of coverage that I go for. And blend it out on your chin, woman. God. And I'm supposed to be good at this stuff, you know. Apparently not. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. It's all blended in, and the brush that I use is the Real Techniques Stippling brush. Just because to me, I just find it one of the easiest brushes for me to use for applying my foundation. It just stipples it in really well and leaves a really nice, flawless coverage. Okay, now the next step for me is concealer, and I use the ever famous Collection Lasting Perfection concealer, and it all depends on how I'm feeling, but because I'm feeling particularly fancy today, I will be blending it in with my beauty blender. Normally I'll just use my finger, and I don't do the triangle. I just kind of dot my concealer underneath my eye, only because I find, and on any blemishes, I find that this just works better for me. I find it really tricky to like deal with it when it's in that massive triangle. So I'm just gonna blend it in over my blemishes with my beauty blender, and then underneath my eyeballs, because you know, you could like make a bin man happy with these bags under here. And well, I was, you know, because it's nearly Christmas, I totally missed an opportunity there to be like, I've got Santa's sacks under my eyes. Like, what a missed opportunity, you know? And you obviously have to pull really stupid faces as well when you're blending in your concealer. Because... why... ooh! Why else do we do it? I'm sure that glasses wearers know what that feels like when you're putting on your makeup and your glasses fall off your head. It's not fun, I'm telling you. It's awful. Okay, so now that my concealer is all nice and blended, I will move on to my bronzing and contouring. I don't use blush and I don't often highlight either. Ooh, that's come out. And this is just a Benefit Hoola bronzer that I got in my Birchbox for November. So it's only a small one. However, that's fine by me because I don't really use bronzer that much. And this is the Spectrum A05 Angled brush, and this is what I use to actually apply both my bronzer and my contour. So I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit, and hopefully make myself look a little bit less like unconscious. Hopefully, which, you know, it's asking a lot. I am aware. Because, you know, when you're this pale, you need all the help you can get. So I never apply my bronzer heavily just because I am so pale and I'm so terrified of looking like an absolute numpty. So I try and be very, very careful with it. So now that I've bronzed myself to my happy point, I will be using my Sleek contour in the shade Medium. Although I'm very fair, I went for medium because the light barely showed up on me. So we're just gonna contour under my chin just because I have more chins than a fat Chinese phone box. Seriously, the amount of like times I have to delete a selfie or whatever for Instagram just because I look like Jabba the Hutt, and there's only like 1 or 2 flattering angles for me because I have quite the few chins. So yeah, I never really contour particularly heavily just because I feel like I'm going to look really daft. But yeah, and then I take a little bit more and I try and contour my cheekbones because with, you know, if I don't do this, I kind of just look like a plate. So, oh, a little bit too much. Oh dear. Oh dear. See, in like person, in my little mirror, that actually looks like how I would normally do it, but on camera that looks like super intense. I don't know why it's doing that. As you can see, every time I do dip my brush into anything, I tap it off just because I'm a pale ass bitch. So we'll just do the other side. Again, pulling some super cute faces, because, you know. So there we go, now I have a face slightly less like a plate, which is fantastic. Who doesn't like to look not like a plate? There we go, see, instant slimming of the face. Now I look less like an egg, and I have a couple less chins, so that's always good. Okay, so now that I have finished with my base, where's my brush? Now that I've finished with my base, I used the eyeliner powder, and this is my favourite powder ever. This is, at the moment, rather not ever, this is the Maybelline New Matte Maker powder, and it's not like a translucent loose powder, it is actually a coloured loose powder. It's not even a loose powder, what are you talking about, woman? It's a pressed powder. So I just use I've got a dinky little powder brush that I use, and I just dab it wherever, really all over, just because I can. You know, I'm not a professional. I'm not pretending to make my voice sound funny then. I'm not a professional. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, probably not. But I'm doing it anyway, because why not? This is probably one of the best powders I've actually found. It doesn't cake at all, and you can really add on top of it throughout the day if you need to. I've got a hair in my face somewhere. There it is. So lighting. So yeah, yeah, powder. Yay. Okay, the next step is eyebrows. Now, I am not one of those people that does the full-on Insta brow with, you know, the pomade and all of that stuff. I'm really quite chill with my eyebrows. I'm quite lucky that I have quite well shaped, like these are my eyebrows just with nothing on them. So I'm quite lucky that I have quite lighting. I have quite well shaped eyebrows. So the only thing is that in comparison to my hair, they're really pale. So I just use this little angled brush from Eco Tools, and this is the Nudes palette by Maybelline, and I kind of take a mixture of this one and this dark brown, just to sort of cool it down a little bit, and I just sort of like just give my eyebrows a little bit more definition and like a bit more shape or whatever. I don't know. I just kind of do like well, my eyebrows just kind of end up being like however they end up being, really. You know, they just end up however. So I have a shrieking child again, honestly. He's dropped his juice. He's dropped his juice. Right, now that we've got two kind of matching-ish eyebrows, which is always good. Yay! Slightly matching eyebrows, I suppose. I don't have the time nor the inclination to be particularly like high maintenance about my eyebrows. My eyebrows are cool just the way they are. I'm happy with them. So they just kind of end up staying how I put them. So up next is eyes, and again I am super chill about this unless I'm going out somewhere, and again I just take this Maybelline Nudes palette and I take the same cooler brown shade that I do for my eyebrows and this one here, and I just sort of do a bit of that, dab them together and just run that through my crease, just to deepen that up slightly because I do have slightly hooded eyelids, which I find adding slight amount of definition, like look at that, like the difference, just adding like a really small amount of definition can really help. And I'm literally just using the eye pencil that come in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. They're really good brushes, like I'm really surprised. And this like fluffy crease brush is one of my particular favourites, and then it's got like a shading or packing brush on the other end. My voice is going because I need a drink. Oh, here comes my little helper. He's a coming. You're going to see him in a minute. You can probably hear him. So yeah, I'm just going to do the other eye quickly. There we go. Yes, my darling. There we go. Just add a little bit of definition to that eye as well. And he's got hold of my beauty blender. He thinks it's an egg, so he calls it an egg. But he likes to help. Yes, that's mine. Thank you, darling. So now I've just added some definition to my crease. There we go. And that's literally all I do for my eyes. That's it. Again, super chill. Don't mess about. And he's going to come and see himself now because he likes to look at himself on camera. You can say hello. Good boy, that was nice. Been to nursery this morning, haven't you? Right, anyway, so I literally only have like 3 other products to apply now, which is always awesome. And next we're going to move on to eyeliner, and this is the Anastasia... What? My back. Okay, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner, and I just do a wing, which... This is probably going to go horrendously wrong because I'm on camera. So, yep, it's already gone horrendously wrong. Sweet. Note to self out there, ladies. Don't try and do winged eyeliner with a toddler in the room. Yeah, you can have a little bit. Go on then. He's drinking my tea. He wants my tea, which has now gone cold. So
it's nice.
Good, I'm glad it's nice.
It's a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
You can probably hear him like slurping now. That's probably so not cool. So there's one eye done. So I'm just going to go do the other one now as quickly as I can, because I haven't got that much battery left on my camera. Because oh dear, because I got to charge it for Vidmas. Yeah. But twins are gross. Never have a toddler boy because they're just revolting, all of them. They're adorable as hell, but they're really quite revolting. Thank you. Just put a cup of tea in my lap. Now what you after? Daddy's at work.
Daddy's work?
Yeah. Also, never try and film when there's a toddler in your house because it just will not happen.
What's that?
Okay, so now I have the world's wonkiest eyeliner, but never mind, it's on. So yeah, I just do a little bit of winged liner. I think he's just, what have you given me? Oh, my badge. Oh, thank you. He's given me my badge for my 21st birthday. Here you go, darling. But yeah, so now that the winged eyeliner is all done, and I just whack on some mascara, and at the moment I am really loving the MUA Amplify Statement Lash. This is so good. It's like, now he's talking to the snake. Yeah. This is like £3 and it's a really, really nice mascara. So I'm just going to put on a few coats of this. Pulling the ever famous silly mascara face. Because who doesn't do that? So there, this is my mascara done. Again, I am so lazy when it comes to my makeup. I just kind of stick to the same thing all the time. I don't really change it up, which is why I feel comfortable doing like an everyday makeup look, because I just stick to the same thing all the time and I don't really like change it up or anything. So when it comes to like doing maybe like a more interesting fun look, I get really anxious. So like I'm doing a festive makeup look for Vidmas and I'm really nervous because I have no idea what I'm doing. So okay, now that the mascara is on and it's smudged because I was blinking. Now lastly is lips, and this is the lipstick that I've been wearing so much recently, and this is the Collection Velvet Kiss Moisturising Lip Cream in the shade Caramel. So I just shove some of this on. So easy to apply. It smells like pudding. It's a beautiful colour. Oh, stab myself in the finger with it. So there, that is my wintry everyday makeup look. I really, really hope you've enjoyed it, and let me know what your favourite makeup product is to wear during winter down below in the comment section, and I will leave all of my links down below in the description box, as well as everywhere that you can find the products that I've mentioned. And yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did, and press the big red subscribe button to see some more of me. And I will see you on December the 1st for the first video of Allegra's Advent. I love you all. Bye bye.